And it says that we're live. Of course, it's Thursday night. We're trying to have a bit of fun on Thursday night. Well, actually, it's Thursday evening. It's not really Thursday night. It's time, of course, for GotBot Goes live. And we have a ton of things to cover here tonight. I, of course, am your host, your most humble host, Dennis Moulton, a.k.a. GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe. And while you're at it, man, that's right. Hit that notification bell because it lets you know, baby, when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Everything from countdowns to reviews to stop motions to, of course, the live show. Check out Machinery of Man, the Everything Factor, Transformers Collectors, NL, the Autobot family. Have a look for me everywhere across social media. All those links, man, down in the description like they always are. Hope you've been having a fantastic week. Hope you've been safe. Hope you've been making smart choices, and we have a lot of things to kind of cover tonight. I'm shocked that there's actually as much news as there is. Yes.
Are you live there now?
Yeah, why?
Because I couldn't. It wasn't showing up on mine.
What do you mean it wasn't showing up on yours?
Never mind. I think I figured it out. I was in the weird live waiting for you thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like in the lounge or whatever?
Yeah, but it didn't connect over when you went live.
That's really weird. Is it live now?
There was a bunch of people in there.
Is it live now?
I had to go out and come back in.
That's weird.
It didn't, when you went live, it didn't come up.
That's really weird. Guys, if you guys know of anybody that's kind of waiting in the lounge, let them know to go out and come in, man. Technology. What do you want? You know, we all know that YouTube and the people that work there right now are a reduced workforce, so that's probably having an effect on some of this stuff. Nevertheless, I'm just going to get things set up. We have our trivia tonight, as per usual. I'm going to talk about what I kind of picked up the week, per se. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of kind of news, notes, and reveals from this week. And we're going to try and have a bit of normal fun here on Thursday night, especially because it seems like as time goes on, man, people are getting more on edge. Chill out, man. Chill out. There's lots of time to get angry in life. You don't need to be doing it now, baby. Let me just bring things up. If you were here last week was a bit of a crazy show. We talked about biscuits and gravy being a 2-pack, and I had my hair done by Starscream Wife. We got on with a lot of foolishness last week, but it was fun. It was a blast. And we're going to kind of do the same thing, hopefully, tonight. But I do need to kind of get everything set up here the right way first. So bear with me a moment till we can get going here. And yeah, we'll get set up here like that. Like that, and I think we're good. First things first, I want to say a big hello to Quizler YT. Hi to you. To Lambo Slayer. Hi to you. Dragonfly, I'm so glad you're here, buddy. Of course, you helped me out a ton today, not the least of which is the trivia up and coming. David Hill, look at that. Been a while since we've seen you, David. I hope you're being safe, buddy. I'm glad to see you back. Really happy to see you here. Ninja Bill in here. So happy to see Ninja Bill as well. By the way, if you haven't checked it out, Ninja Bill just done part 1 and part 2 of his look at Magnaboss. And honestly, I could not have said things better myself. Go and check it out. It was fantastic. He did a great coverage. He did it in 2 parts, which admittedly, I probably should have done the same because mine is 1 part and long. His is 2 parts and a little more digestible. So go and certainly check it out. Rudy, happy you're here, my friend, as well. Always with the quizzical eyebrow. Starscream Wife, of course, is in here, as we all know. Let's see. I'm always waiting outside in line, brother. Same thing around here. It's funny. I go out and Starscream Wife doesn't. I'm generally the one to go and do the errands and get the things. I'll go out okay, normally we have garbage pickup, and then the second week we also have recycling pickup, and they haven't had recycling pickup for, I don't know, a month and a half, something like that. But on Tuesday, I believe it was, they opened the town office or whatever to bring in your recycling. However, it was very strict the way that it was set up, where you had to be in your vehicle and it was one line and it was one vehicle being unloaded at a time by one attendant. Like there's not joking around, right? Anyway, maybe an hour and 40 minutes into it, I get a call from Starscream wife. I've been talking to my mother, who got bored of talking to me and left. I've been talking to my father, who got bored of talking to me and left. And then she called and said, "Where are you to?" And I was like, "Man, I'm still lined up." And I was also getting propane in our propane tank, because even though there's still a ton of snow on the ground, it was like, "Hey, man, why not try and break out the barbecue just to jazz things up a bit?" And she said, "Did you have the propane yet?" And I was like, "No, man, I'm just lined up." It's slow, and that's the way of life, man. You spend most of your life now waiting in line. Everywhere we go now has limitations. When you go in, there's arrows on the floor. It should be one-way traffic when you go in. You still have some people not respecting that. I've had to yell at a couple of people to back up away from me because I'm pretty serious about the social distancing stuff. Story of our life, man. Waiting in lines, right? Waiting in lines. You're not the only one, buddy. And it's not even just there. Like, it's the world over, man. We're all doing the same thing. Rudy, happy to see you. Let's see. As I go up here, and I want to see what you guys are saying. And it went down on me, of course. Matthew, I'm glad you're back again for another week, my friend. Can't believe we were wrong about the Earthrise 2-pack. I know, man. I know. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. That being said, Starscream wife was happy that she was victorious in her guess. She is a very competitive lady, like maybe a bit dangerously competitive. But she was right. I hate to say that, but she was right. What? Look at Dennis. What? Floating about how long he is? Okay. AJ, happy you're here, buddy. Let's see. Absolutely, Ninja Bill. It was a great review. I thought you'd done a fantastic job with it. I share your thought, by the way, that Magnaboss is, like, for the time, he was great. Granted, there's certain limitations to his articulation because of the panels and because of the GPS. But man, that head that's stuck in that one position. I don't know how they could work head movement, but it'd be amazing if they could. Blade Allspark, happy you're here as well. Wow, from Portugal. From Portugal. I hope you're being safe over there as well. I feel like more than ever now, we're all part of one world, one community. Hope you and yours are absolutely safe over there. Josh, happy to see you as well. As we go down here, am I getting Commander class Skylings? The hope is yes. The hope is yes, but a lot of that will depend on when we can actually get back to living life and like going to work and outdoors and things like that. But the plan is yes. The more I see of him, AJ, the more impressed I am. Honestly, even more than the Skylings mode, the thing that has me absolutely sold on it is that he can really be a stand-in for the Micromaster rocket base. And I already intend to put Countdown with him. I was lucky that I managed to review Siege Omega Supreme. He wasn't mine. He was on loan by a friend of the channel, Cyril, who's been having some health problems. But luckily, he's home and recovered, so happy about that. But he was nice enough to let me review his Omega, and he also was nice enough to give me the Countdown from that. So I have Countdown, and I was hoping we were going to get some sort of a rocket base. It seems like that's going to be Skyling. So, like, to me, he has to be an instant get, if for nothing else but for that. So absolutely, AJ. He says it, but I was not calm. You were not calm about what?
About when you were gone too long.
Oh, yeah, no, she wasn't. But I think that she comes by honestly because I don't think that she has quite experienced the length of the lineups and like the way the world sort of works now. Like shout out today to the Home Depot. I had to go there today, and at least our location here, like they're not messing around, man. Like I went and they required me to use hand sanitizer that they had set up there before I went in. They asked me what I was specifically getting. I was led directly to those items. Then I had to pay. And on exiting, I also had to use the hand sanitizer again. Like they weren't messing around, man. let's see, she was cranky and was pissed off that I was taking too long. I was in line, man. That's all I could do. I get where she's coming from, but I think we all are on like a little bit on edge, man. That's why we got to enjoy things like this, man. Things we love, right? Yeah, isolation is fun. She got it right. I mean, it's like that the world over, man. Let's see. I forgot you guys have snow still. Man, a couple of feet of snow still here yet. I didn't rat her out. Nah, I understood why she'd be like that, right? A bit dangerously. A bit late. Maximal 10. I'm so glad Maximal 10 is here as well. Maybe Maximal 10 will end up letting me know if a Skylink shows up. He usually has an inside track on a lot of these arrivals. We have 10-cent returns on bottles and cans, and I got a backing of it now because they have stopped taking them at the moment. 3 trash bags. Yeah, our cans. I didn't take our cans. I just took our cardboard. That's what they pick up here, like cans and plastic and cardboard. We didn't have much plastic, thankfully. The cans, we usually save those up. Hopefully, by the time they need to go shipped out, it will be kind of starting to get life back to normal. It was all cardboard. Jason, happy you're here as well. Let's see. Time we get this over with, I will be able to buy a ton of those plastic. Yeah, by the time it's all said, then you can get a ton of Transformers or whatever it is. Trade in all your cans. Buy Transformers out of your cans, man. Good on Dennis for being good to us all. He consistently gives me good advice to stay out of trouble. I try, David, buddy. I always say, I'm watching my back, but I'm watching yours too. And that's the truth. It's not just a line. Yeah, Ninja Bill saying he wants them as well. I'm assuming he's talking about Skylinks. How can you not? I wasn't even in for him originally, but man, he's so impressive. Kind of blows me away. As we go down here. And guys, if I'm missing someone or I miss a comment, I apologize. I'm trying to do as much as I can. Scorponok is already signed, sealed, not delivered. But yeah, he is on pre-order. The pre-order is paid. It's, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But yes, AJ, I absolutely am getting Scorponok. He's going to be my swan song to Titan class. Here, me and my wife are fine. We are at home. So are we, man. Same thing. He's getting Scorponok. The last one. That's right. Event Progenitor just said it. That's right. I'm getting Scorponok. I managed to snag the last one that ages 3 and up had. Getting snow right now. There you go. There you go. I want Skylinks and for sure Scorponok when it's on sale. Yeah, you know what, Matthew? Man, I hope you find them on sale. I don't know if Omega Supreme went on sale. I'm not sure. Like I know Predaking did, and I know Fort Max did. Certain ones seem to be more in demand than other ones, but if you can get them on sale, obviously go for it. Collector 75, always honored when Graham decides to drop by. Wow, snow is still sunny and hot here. Yeah, not here, man. Going down here. What is the opinion of the Unicron third party? The Zeta Unicron getting them. Absolutely. I think it obliterates the other one out of the water in every way, shape, and form, but that's just me. How is the NBK? You know what? I'm the wrong one to ask, Jason. I don't own the NBK set. I did review it, but I'm going to ask Maximal 10. Let us know. It was Maximal 10 set that I looked at. Is the NBK Devastator set still holding up fine, buddy? I assume the Maximal 10 will answer that for us. As we go down here, hold on. What did you say a moment ago?
I said, I'm sorry, I'm eating wings.
Yeah, she's eating wings. Fun fact. We were late getting our supper this evening, and around here anyway. I'm after eating half of my supper. I've stopped eating to come on and do the show with you guys because I promised you that I'd be on here at 6 Eastern.
Against my wishes.
Against her wishes. You guys came first. And after we're done here, I'm going to go back. I'm going to finish my supper. So you guys are my distraction, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to hang out with you guys.
I said it was 4 degrees today.
Who said it was 4 degrees? Oh, it was 4 degrees here. But that's not exactly warm. Most places around here are closed except for, well, most places around here are closed as well. Ninja Bill. Grocery stores are open, but you go there and you're lining up to get in. As a matter of fact, I went to one grocery store where they were only letting so many people in, and they actually said to me as I went in, follow the signage on the floor or you will be asked to leave. And I did that, and I still had people like going up and down the aisles. Now is one way, and I still had people trying to come up the wrong way in the aisles. And I was behind people keeping socially distant, and like they were looking for spaghetti sauce or whatever on the shelf, And I was like, dude, just pick a sauce and move on. Like, it amazed me how many people were in there without a shopping list. And this one lady, I mean, she was nice, but she said, you can go past me if you like. And I was like, no, I can't, because I can't maintain my social distance by going past you. I'll wait. But fun fact, that was another day that Starscream wife called me and was like, where are you to? And I'm like, waiting in line behind a lady don't have a grocery list, man. I mean, I didn't like it, but I'd rather be safe, me and my family, my whole community. I'd rather do my part, Just saying. What's up with the new Walmart exclusives, Megatron and Soundwave? We're going to talk about that. We're talking about the G1 Red. We'll talk about that a little bit. I think it's going to be redeco, but I got an idea of something that I'd prefer to see, Matthew. So we'll see that in a little bit. Scorpionox also a definite. Ninja Bill's in Iowa. We already knew that. Or Iowa, right? Ninja Bill, Iowa. I saw your post, buddy. Iowa. But it's I. Inside joke. He'll get it. As soon as this gets scored, Hasbro will reduce size classes and make Voyagers into Titan. They probably will, David. I don't argue with you. I saw Predaking for $135. Not a bad price for Predaking. He's solid. I reviewed him too. He's great. He's too big for my taste for Predaking, but if you're cool with him being a Titan, then it's a great Predaking. He functions well when combined. What are your thoughts on Skylynx and Scorponok? Love both of them, AJ. Love both. Can't wait. I didn't originally think a whole lot about Skylynx. I was like, whatever, man. Right off the bat, since 2016, I think it was, when Fort Max came out, I said then, I have Metroplex, I have Fort Max. Man, give me a Trypticon and a Scorponok and I'm good. Now, I did end up adding in Devastator, and I did end up adding in a version of Omega. I didn't get the Siege one myself. I have the Wei Jiang Ultima Guard, but the Siege one is a fantastic Devastator all the same. This is the Titan I've been waiting on for 4 years. Scorponok's the one I've been waiting on for 4 years, so I cannot wait. As for Skylynx, my mindset on him has changed the more I've seen, especially finding out that he has that rocket base mode. Let's see. I'm here in Upper Michigan. We have a ton of snow here still. It's funny, that Dragonfly mentions Upper Michigan. I saw something today. I don't know how many people know it. I don't even know if it's true, but it has been, this was something that I saw, just post on social media, that apparently as of tomorrow in Michigan, it's supposed to be like the highest peak of this health crisis. So if there's any day that you were going to stay home, apparently in Michigan tomorrow is the day to do it. Don't take that as any sort of fact or anything. It's just something that I saw and I'm just relaying it. Honestly, you should probably be staying home anyway. I don't know what health officials there have said. Obviously, follow what health officials in your region of the world say to do. But it's still snow. There's still snow in a lot of places, man. And that just went down again. Let's see. Omega Supreme went on Christmas sale. Okay, there you go. I didn't even see that. I did say country, meaning that people are driving from far around to stay. The Walmart, I guess it's nice to see something you really want. 135. Yeah, 135 Canadian for Predaking, I think is pretty good, Matthew. Siege Voyager Starscream. Michael is here. Hi, Michael, to you. Siege Voyager Starscream and Voyager Thundercracker are $5 at Walmart now. If you that's a excellent price. I also saw that Siege Shockwave at Walmart here in Canada now is $9. If you don't have a Shockwave and you live in Canada and you can find them for $9, absolutely do it. He's amazing. And for that price, amazing. MBK Devastator is still holding fine next to my G1. I'm contemplating getting the upgrade set for him when things get back to whatever normal is. So there you go. I don't remember who it was now that asked me about the MBK Devastator, but he's holding up just fine. Event Progenitor, we are getting Americans coming here and buying stuff like masks and selling them for some. Wow, that's kind of sad actually. TF Direct has the clear one for $15. The whole set. Wow, really, Jason? That's kind of amazing. I mean, I'm not a clear guy, but $15? Dude, if you're thinking about a jump on it, it's 100% worth it. As we go down here. No, David just said, GotBot, thanks for having us over virtual wise and for making us feel special. Buddy, no. Look, none of this. We hit a benchmark this week of 500,000 views on the channel. I can't do that without you guys. Sincerely, I cannot do it without you guys. You're the ones who make this a thing for me. And I'm forever indebted to you. It might sound silly to say, but it's the truth. Make a funny picture of Crumple Zone from Cybertron posted in the same pose as it's Marge Simpson in the Marge. I don't know the meme. I'm not a meme guy. Firebite. They're not for me, but okay. Share it around, I guess. Do you have any Power Rangers up? Nope, Power Rangers was after my time, AJ. When they came out, I was 16, 17. Like, I was almost 20 when Power Rangers came out.
I like Power Rangers.
Yeah, Starscream wife likes Power Rangers. They're part of her childhood, say, but like Pokemon Power Rangers, it was after my time. It wasn't my thing. I don't know. I know the very first Power Rangers, like the first season. After that, I really don't know anything about it. To be fair, I have anxiety. It's gone too long. Yeah, she does have anxiety. So when I'm gone too long, she worries. I try not to be gone too long. Matthew, buddy, I appreciate the keep it up. You know what? Stuff like that now is exactly the sort of support that is more valuable than you could ever know. Matthew jumps in. He is our super chat super fan. I love being able to point that stuff out. I appreciate it to absolutely no end. And there's still a ton of stuff to come up, a little bit slower this week, but a ton of stuff to come up. You know why it's been slower this week? Because I've spent half my week standing in the lines trying to get things that we need, like in our life, things that we need to survive, man. Let's see. Hey, it's hard to find a good spaghetti sauce. I make my own. It is hard to find a good spaghetti sauce. I got 2 for $10. They are marked $19.99, but I scanned it. It was $5. That's amazing, Michael. You know what? They're worth getting and customizing for that price. Honestly, they really are. I'm still hoping for Hot Link. I'm not going out looking for it, but I'm hoping. I want a Hot Link, and I might be able to make that happen yet with a little bit of help. Ed, happy you're here as well. Pre-ordered Predaking from TF Source. Another Predaking. I assume that when you say Predaking, Jason, do you mean the Cang Toys one, or do you mean like the Power of the Primes Titan one? What Predaking is it you're referring to? And as we go up right here, hold on. I want sorry, I went SDCC one and upgraded with the perfect. I reviewed Rodimus Unicronus. Dude, I gave him away. Somebody won a Rodimus Unicronus here on the channel ages ago, Ninja Bill. I appreciate it, buddy. But if you go back through the catalog, there was one that I reviewed, and it was one that was part of a giveaway. Somebody won that, and somebody else at the time won the Titans Return Leader Class Optimus Prime. Yeah, the Titans Return Leader Class Power Master Optimus Prime. I gave those 2 away. One of these days we'll get back, when life gets back to normal, we'll do another one of those giveaways of some sort. What?
Mine is frozen.
Yours is frozen?
Yeah, or it's buffering or some crap.
Am I frozen now?
Yes.
Oh no. I hope that doesn't happen to anyone else. If I'm frozen, guys, let me know. Like, somebody write in that I'm frozen.
Or just me.
Or is it just Starscream Wife? Omega Supreme, Ultimate Guard is top. G1 voice, lights. Yeah, I agree with you. Absolutely. Absolutely, Blade Allspark. Sam, happy to see you here, buddy. I had to refresh YouTube. I had to refresh YouTube like 10 times to actually get the stream working. That was weird. So,
refresh you because it won't come back.
Guys, maybe put in, hey, if GotBot is frozen, refresh. Maybe somebody can write that in there. I'm glad that Sam did. I love Siege Shockwave. I paid full price. I paid full price too, and I shouldn't have, but it's the last Shockwave I ever plan on getting. Like, I'm not getting anymore. I don't care what they do. There's no way to improve it. It's impossible to improve on him. So I'm good. Look at that. Ninja Bill thinks you rock.
Who?
Ninja Bill. John, happy you're here, buddy. Thor's happy you're here. And hello to your mom as well, Thor's. As we go down here. I'm sorry. I can't do much about the freezing, unfortunately. POTP, he says. Cool. There's a third print Hearts of Steel upgrade for Siege Shockwave. There is a 3D printed Hearts of Steel upgrade for Shockwave. Thank you, Event Progenitor. I mentioned it last week. And if you don't know what we're talking about, if I'm not mistaken, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, I think that is the one that can turn him into the submarine, if I'm not mistaken. It's not for me, but it might be for you. I have a Black Mamba Volcanicus, but what? The limbs are broken? How did you break the limbs? I have the Black Mamba Volcanicus too, and reviewed it January, I want to say. And I think that is amazing. Now, I will say this. If you're not careful, the combiner, I guess, peg might come loose, but it's because there's a pin, a screw holding it in, not a pin. So just tighten up the screw again, and you should be good to go. I'd like to know, AJ, more about what happened there. As we go down here, I can't believe I haven't even got to the what do you call it yet? You guys are giving me a lot of information here. You're fuzzy to me. Had to refresh. Sorry, guys, about the technical issues. I can't help it. Golly, I wish I could. Said he'd never show up around. He hadn't shown up, Ninja Bill, around my area. I ended up having to order him from tftoys.ca, and then I reviewed him, and then I done the giveaway because I'd already promised him as the giveaway item, figuring he was going to show up around here. I promised him prematurely, and when he never showed up around here, I was like, I'm after promising this thing now. I haven't got a choice. I'm committed to it now. So, you know, it is what it is, right? My joints were tight. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Do I like Studio Series Devastator? I like him, but he's not the Devastator for me. I am very impressed by him, though, AJ. If you're into the movie line and the movie aesthetic, you can't go wrong with him. I think that the combined form of him is probably the best way for him. Like, I know there are certain limitations with certain ones in the individual bots, but I think combined he is beautiful. He's absolutely stunning. We're going to talk about him a little bit. We're going to touch on him a little bit later on. I was here before the stream started. Actually, I had to refresh it to get it working in the first place. So did Starscream Wife, Sam. I don't know what happened there. I got leg fillers for Shockwave. Interesting. I didn't even know there was leg fillers for it, but that's okay too. Who wants a new Power Master Optimus Prime from the Power of the Prime? That could work. Thor's, it could work. I don't need it. I mean, I have the Magnus Prime, which serves as my Ginrai. I have PC-15 and PC-16, and I have God Bomber, so I have God Ginrai. I don't need it, but if you missed out on any of that stuff, I could easily see how the Power of the Prime's Optimus could be used for it. That being said, we got it as Optimus. We got it as Star Convoy. I wouldn't hold my breath for it, but I could see it being done. And I even suggested when I reviewed Optimus so long ago that, you know what, it could work for that. As we go down here again, let's see. It keeps jumping on me. Boat, but Sam's Forge put it out. He has a link. You can buy the files or about $10 and print your own. That'd be no good to me. I don't understand anything about files and 3D printing. It's way over my head. I don't even know what a 3D printer looks like. Mine is stuck in Grimlock. What? Mine is stuck on Grimlock right leg. I'm not sure what you're saying there. There's some typos there, AJ. I'm not sure what you're saying. Hold on. As we go down. The Power Ranger stuff. No, I don't have any Power Ranger stuff. I said that before. I don't know, man. You know my record on how my internet is, and I am having no problems. That's strange. If anybody was going to have problems, I would expect it to be Ninja Bill.
Yeah, he's pretty notorious for that.
He is very notorious for that. I've been on Ninja Bill and Friends, and Ninja Bill has been the one who's fallen off of the stream, and me and whoever else is on, like, I think like one night it was me and Input, and another night it was me and Kato, like, carried the show until he was able to get back on. It was so strange. Studio Series Devastator is my most anticipated figure. There you go. Jason's all in. Let's see. Had to refresh as well, but it seems to be only with YouTube streaming for me and not just here. Well, maybe it's YouTube's issue. I don't know. It could be. Have you pre-ordered Super Megatron? 100% pre-ordered, paid, just waiting for him to be delivered, baby. We have enough primes. Yeah, I'm kind of primed out. I have the Earthrise. I have the Siege and the Earthrise. I'm done. You're not going to do any better than those. I'm out. Let's see. Oh, Snarl is stuck in Grimlock in combined mode. Oh, you know what? It was my Snarl whose combiner peg came loose. I'm telling you, you can take Snarl out. Be very careful, and you can screw the combiner peg back in. Trust me, I did it.
Black Mamba said
Yeah. Yeah, luckily you can screw that back in because it's not held in with a pin. It's a screw, and you can just tighten it back up.
Okay.
I
Tell me that.
I tightened it up. It was like whatever. Like it was a momentary thing. When it happened, I was like, oh no. And I gingerly removed him from, I had him as an arm on Grimlock, and I gingerly removed him, and I was like, oh, whew, it's a screw in there. So I just got a little screwdriver and tightened the screw, and he was good again. I put him back in, and he was fine. So no harm, no foul, man. I just picked up the KO Deluxe size Optimal Optimus. Bad quality, but totally in love with it. Didn't even know there was one. A deluxe size Optimal Optimus? That would have to be so small, Graham. That has to be so small. Ninja Bill, yeah, but not a lot of them are good, especially Power Master Prime. I don't know. What was wrong with Power Master Prime? I think he's excellent, Thors. Like, excellent. I love him. Especially with the PC-15, PC-16. I don't have any problem with him at all. Now, you know who I do have a problem with? God Bomber. God Bomber wasn't good. He looks good, but he functions like hot trash. I have POTP Inferno. The pegs on the Black Mamba Dinobot's limbs do connect good. I have that Inferno as well, except I painted him to be Jaguar for my custom Lio Kaiser. Pre-order Super Megatron, already done, paid for. As we go down here, picked up the Voyager. Yeah, they're going to make Optimuses every other year because he sells. Event Progenitor absolutely got it down 100%. And for the copyright lockdown, absolutely 100%. No, the peg is stuck. Oh, Snarl is out. I wonder. And AJ, I'm just trying to kind of help you problem solve here now, buddy. I wonder are you able to stick something in the hole that's there like a precision screwdriver and kind of slide the piece out that way, and then you can probably screw it back on? Just a thought. I don't know. Just a thought. Just trying to kind of hopefully give you some solutions to help you out there. You need a blaster. Everybody, I get that. I hear that all the time. We need a blaster. Usually it's when people have looked at the custom blaster that I was commissioned to do out of Siege Soundwave, and they see it and they're like, you know what? We need a blaster. I guess I'm fine with my FOC blaster. that I custom paint. I'm good with him, but if you need a blaster, I hope you get it, man. As we go down here. Studio Series Optimus Prime, Nemesis Prime. I don't know that mold. I've seen it. I've been tempted by it, but because the arm can't swing all the way around, I've been, But I've seen the KO Nemesis Prime for it, and man, I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. Really, really, really tempted. I think the Lux size optimal Optimus would be great to have. It probably would if it functions. I'd like that. Graham, did you review that yet? I'd like to see that. Gotta go. Phone is almost dead. That's okay, Thors. I know that you come by when you can, buddy. Boots Guardian just coming in. Not much, honestly. Boots Guardians. But thus far, I haven't got to any of the stuff that's on my one page here. It's been all just hanging out with you dudes. And well, Starscream wife, so I'd do that. God Bomber, yeah, God Bomber's trash. He is. On my PC-15, the smokestacks broke, but it is still a great. What? How did they break? They didn't break on mine. That's sad, Ed. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll be in for Earthrise Blaster if it gets mini cassettes. MWG makes a good point. It's no good to have Blaster if you haven't got his cassettes. I kind of absolutely agree with that, actually. I think, no, as we go down here, let's see. I already read that one. Speaking of Prime, how do you like Star Convoy? I love him. I love my Star Convoy. Now, here's the interesting thing. When I looked at the Power of the Prime's Optimus, a lot of people said to me, oh, he's hard to stand. His ankles are trash, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, they're not. Mine's fine. They tab in, and I explained how to tab them in. However, on Star Convoy, it's a different hinge that's loose down around the foot. And I think that's the hinge people talked about with Optimus. And I must have had a good copy. My Star Convoy is a little looser around the feet. But outside of that, I love them. I absolutely love him. I mean, for that final iteration of Optimus Prime, I think he's fantastic. I'm not a chrome guy, but whatever. I'm cool with the chrome on him because it is what it is. I would highly advise, however, like when I first got him, the star didn't like to stay up, like it would fall down fairly easily. I took the red piece off and turned it around. And of course, turned the star around and put it back in. And now it stays on his chest tight as a pin. So I don't know. But yeah, no, I absolutely like him. You want to know my thoughts on Star Convoy? Go back and look at the review of Star Convoy. I did that probably January, early February, something like that. We all went out on the God game. Oh my God, costly and newly added third-party hands. Yeah, it was a lot to him. I don't want to go through that again. I need a blaster as we go down here. Am I doing a comparison on Convoy and Prime? I could. Do you mean, AJ, do you mean the Power of the Primes? Like Evolution Optimus and the Star Convoy? Actually, I suppose I could, but you know what? Go back and find the Star Convoy review. I feel like I do a lot of those comparisons in there. I really do. I could be wrong. Go back. You can let me know. Go back. Find it. It shouldn't be back too far in the playlist. I can't tell you offhand now. You know what? Hey, Starscream wife.
Wow.
I wouldn't be able to bother you to bring me over my phone so I can find the Star Convoy review for AJ, right? Would I?
Yeah, hold on. I'm eating pizza.
She's going headbutt supper. I'll find it for you, AJ. Hold on. I'll find it for you exactly the number so that you can go and you can find it. And you can tell me if you need more information than what's on that.
Oh, crap. I just realized I took down my hair.
Whatever. Ain't nobody looking at you. You're not plastic. No, ain't nobody looking at her. Just joking. Let's see here. Hold on. Bear with me here, guys. Because I don't remember all these numbers. Star Convoy was looked at in detail, 42-minute review, in episode 654. I also show how you can pull off the Star Convoy base mode.
Dragonfly had posted too.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Well, there you go. Look at Dragonfly watching my back, baby. AJ had to go. Greetings, Snoke. Happy to see you here, buddy. Time to go. What? Swapping with the KO. Part swapping with the KO. Double dealer and links are a must. Double dealer. Yeah, I guess. He looks cool. I like the base mode. I guess we'll see him. Got to go. I'm running, going to eat and listening. Great shows so far. Thank you, Ninja Bill. I appreciate it, buddy. Feeling the love tonight. I'm glad that you guys are feeling love. Hey, Devlin, look at you coming in here. There you go. Look at Dragonfly having my back, man. I'm all in for Skylinks. I love that Skylinks' shuttle name is Magnificence. I think that's fantastic. I was a little disappointed by POTP Optimal Optimus because the Optimus Primal does transform into like a not skateboard, like a hoverboard thing. I get what you're saying, though. It doesn't turn into the ape thing. I get it. Usually I kind of make do of a tank out of him, but it's pretty rough. Tell her next time to hold the toy. You gotta pick on Starscream. What? I pick on Starscream wife a lot. She must be very special to talk. Dude, she picks on me a lot. Trust me, dude. She gives it as good as she gets it. I guarantee you. Yeah, they're all over by me. All of the Transformers, or actually all of the Transformers and all of her Sailor Moon and all of everything is over by me. Seen a full-on Skylinks. It's a must-have. Ben, welcome to you as well. Okay, so now that I'm down with the live chat all caught up here, I'm going to run through, very first thing, I'm going to run through the trivia. We're going to do the trivia. A lot of people in here right now tonight to be able to play the trivia. In the 5 Faces of Darkness, and by the way, this is provided to us by a good friend of the channel, Dragonfly. In the 5 Faces of Darkness, following being captured by the Quintessons, Cup is interrogated, and the Quintessons, they identify him by name, saying that you are Cup, and by his position on Cybertron. He sarcastically retorts and replies back with, "No, that's not my name. I am..." And what does he say his actual name is? Does he say that his name is A, Teacup, B, Teapot, C, Teaspoon, or D, Tea Kettle? Does he say he's Teacup, Teapot, Teaspoon, or Tea Kettle? I'm going to check in with you guys. Think about that for a second. And I'll see what you guys are saying. While you think about the answer, there's a third-party parts, allows the 8 mode. There you go. I never saw the third-party parts that Event Progenitor is talking about, but I can guarantee you, if Event Progenitor says that there's third-party parts for it, I can guarantee you 100% there is. He's never wrong about that stuff. We're getting Earthrise, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. Yeah, we're going to talk about that, Devlin. Not that I'm so impressed with it, but we are going to talk about it. It's not great, but you can see it. I'm sure she does, Dennis. I can tell by your smile. You really, I do, but don't tell her, David, that I do. But VR mold is not good, so they're not worth it. Look at Boots Guardian saying the things that I didn't want to say out loud. Are going to be Target exclusive in the US. Yeah, they're Toys R Us exclusive in Canada. I just ordered MBK Clear Devastator. Look at that. Look at that, Jason. Just here tonight. You talk about things happening in the moment, man. Jason went ahead and he ordered that Clear MBK Devastator. Jason, when he gets in, let me know how he turns out for you, buddy. Snoke, happy you're here, buddy. The bird mode for the links for the feet are too small to support the body. I don't know. I mean, you've seen them stood up. But you know what, Snoke? I've been thinking the same thing. His name is Teaspoon. Devlin says Teaspoon. Quince are stalkers. They are. Ben also says teaspoon. Ed says teapot. Graham says teapot. Maximal 10 says teacup. Matthew is saying teapot with a question mark. David, teaspoon. And he's in charge of parties or something like that. Teacup, says John. Teaspoon MWG. Starscream Wife said teapot, and the correct answer is C, teaspoon, and he is Cybertron's chief dishwasher. he's not Cybertron's chief dishwasher, and his name's not actually Teaspoon. It's Cup. But, I mean, why would you cooperate with the Quintessons, right? I'm a third-party nut. Yep, sounds about right. He really is. He loves me. He sends me stuff, and I'm like, dude, didn't even know this existed. Cybertron's chief dishwasher. Look at Devlin being right on the ball. Never seen that upgrade. Going down here. Chicken fried steak. Happy you're here, buddy. Okay, so we have part one of the way, which is the trivia, my pickups for the week. It's weird. First things first, I have pre-ordered, I paid for, it's signed, sealed, not delivered. Super Megatron, who is technically also Ultra Megatron, because we had new images come out this week that shows his Super Megatron mode, where he turns into that blaster plane thing. And it has now been shown that he has an alternate face. You can put some pieces in an alternate configuration, and it gives him the look of also Ultra Megatron. And we also have his tank mode. He does have bicep swivel. That was confirmed to me by Pia when I was talking to him a little bit about it, just very briefly. And I'm glad of that because I didn't know that the Galvatron didn't have bicep swivel. I'm smitten by it. I'm blown away by it. I have Star Convoy. You got to have Super Megatron. I can't wait. Cannot wait. I also don't know the mold. So this is a big treat for me. Also this week, though I don't have it here tonight, I did get a package arrived from good friend of the channel, Dragonfly. I'm not even going to tell you guys what's in it. I've talked about it for a little bit. It's not open yet. It's in quarantine. But we're going to have something interesting kind of coming up there. It's only a very small package. It's a very small thing. But when I finally get into it, you guys will be the first to know. So that's the two things that sort of happened this week. Neither of them actually a pickup. Had I seen, when I happened to go for groceries, had I seen Hotlink or I'd like to have Jet Shatter, I probably would have picked either one of those up, but neither of them are here. I kind of don't expect them anytime soon, to be perfectly honest with you. I wouldn't order things now through the mail because it's pretty iffy if mail is being delivered. But yeah, something from Dragonfly, not opened yet, so I haven't done like an unboxing of it yet. Super Ultra Megatron, absolutely. And like he looks, if you have seen the images and you know what it looks like from the comics pages, this knocks it out of the ballpark. You know, if you don't know it, basically, in 2011, Galvatron was trapped under ice, as shown in, I want to say, Headmasters. And he was under ice. And we went through, you know, Death Source and Violent Jiger and eventually Dark Nova. And Dark Nova was like, hey, you know how we stop Star Convoy? You know how we stop a resurrected Optimus Prime again? We get Megatron. So he went back to the ice and he resurrected Megatron as Super Megatron. And then he goes off and he fights Star Convoy and he gets beaten and he flies off into space. And Dark Nova's like, hey, dude, I'm going to upgrade you again. And he becomes Ultra Megatron. He goes back, he gets defeated and kind of taken apart and sort of merges with Dark Nova to become Star Giant, the six-armed weirdo. And eventually Star Giant gets beaten by, you know, Star Convoy and his buddies. And the head is left or whatever and like kind of, I think, crashes somewhere and like it's picked up by Straxus or something like that. And Straxus tries to manipulate Megatron, but like it's Megatron, so he ain't gonna be manipulated. And that's sort of where it ends. It's such a weird story. The way G1 ends with such type of going out with a weird whimper, right? But I can't wait. I think it's fantastic. News and notes we're gonna get to in a second. I'm just gonna check in with you guys and we'll blow through the news and notes because I still got supper to get to. But I am going to go up here pretty quickly. Man, oh man, let's see. As we go down here, going down. I love that Ultra Megatron face. I love that Ultra Megatron face. You know what's funny? I saw the Ultra Megatron face and I thought to myself, you know what? with the way that things come over his mouth, it kind of reminds me of the Last Night Megatron. Is it possible, though it was never ever said, is it possible that the Megatron that was in the Last Night was somehow Super Megatron revived from Galvatron? Like, we don't know what happened to have Galvatron become Super or to become Megatron. But was there a story? I feel like there was a story, a Megatron one-shot story somewhere in there. I'd be interested to know if, like, where the inspiration thinking came from for that. But looks like a lot like the Last Night Megatron. Yeah, exactly what Sam was saying. Depending on how it's received, I might just get it myself. Let's see. Going down here. Boscani, happy to see you if I didn't say it already, buddy. Grimlock's Forge has the upgrade kit. I've never heard of Grimlock's Forge either. So, John Reeves, I'm debating on Super Megs. I just paid for my Netflix Megs. I'm not getting the Netflix Megs, see? But I understand if somebody is. You're waiting 2 weeks to open the box. I might wait 2 weeks to open the box, Maximal 10. You know, it's been here. How long has that box from Dragonfly been here?
A few days.
Few days now.
But due to today's find, you should probably be able to open it now.
Yeah, right. So we'll get to it. Maybe we'll have it by this time next week. Next week, hey? Jet Shatter is an excellent figure. I wouldn't know, but she can't be any worse than the car. My hope is to get the Jet one and have that be my robot and just turn the car into the car and leave it there. The Super Megs share legs with Titan's Return Galvatron. The Super Meg shares a lot with Titan's Return Galvatron, more than the legs. I want the Super Megs. I'm definitely for Hot Link. Yeah, absolutely. As we go down here, I can't believe how much stuff I miss here. Let's see. Forge has the upgrade kit. It was $30 shipped. Search Grimlock's Forge on Facebook. There you go. ER Megatron is the most unnecessary figure so far. I agree. I don't understand why they're doing the Earthrise Megatron, but whatever. I mean, some people, it'll be for some people. So, I don't know. Something versus Spoon. I don't know what that is. Chicken fried steak. Gotta feed cats. But anyone find it interesting that Super Megs has the same alts as Titan's Return Megs? Maybe Optimus will get a jet mode for the rest of his super modes like the Titan's Return. I doubt it because they're not going to. The Super Megs exist to go with Star Convoy, so I don't think we're going to get another Optimus because we have Star Convoy already. I don't know. I guess we'll see, but I'm not betting the farm on it. We are really stringent on possible contamination. Yeah, everything gets disinfected. She's right. Very much so. Ice meth is a very addictive drug. What? That has gotten a hold of many. So sad to hear Megatron was under it also. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Megatron under meth. Man, it's a hell of a Megatron. I definitely will. John, going down here. Going down. It's implied that Galvatron was, remade into Megatron by Quintessa. It is implied. You're right, Sam. But I feel like that they could kind of go a little more deeper in that story. I know what the implication is, but the face thing is just so Ultra Megatron, and it hadn't occurred to me before that I wonder if there's more to that story, more than meets the eye, as they say. Had pancakes and hot sausage for dinner. Well, that's good, I guess. I died 3 times. He would just make himself the same. He would upgrade himself. Yeah, why wouldn't he make himself the same? He's not making himself. Like, you're thinking too in the strain of like anime storytelling. Sometimes they just get brought back. They get repaired. They don't always have to be upgraded to Ultra, Super, whatever. It's not for me. It's just the Super Megs looks cool. He looks cool. Plus, he's the last iteration of Megatron. Honestly, for me, they could have just revived Galvatron. I'd have been happy with the story. But that's me. That's me, and I'm not a popular guy. I've heard the 3 days is now long should be left personally. I'm sure there were many unexplained stories. Yeah, there were many unexplained stories. Absolutely. Maxwell 10, got your stars. I had a pack of parts delivered to me from the Netherlands. Been in the mail for 5 weeks, so probably frozen at some point. I agree, Maxwell 10, probably so. I opened it wearing gloves, took the parts out. Yeah, tossed them in some soapy water. There you go, right? You got to wash them off. I can't really wash this off, and you'll see why when I get it out. Breakfast any time of day? Absolutely. She would totally. Starscream wife would be behind that. She loves breakfast. Yeah, Dennis follows her lead because she's crazy with the disinfecting and stuff. I'd only do Netflix if they have new characters like Hotlink. Megs is a waste of time. Let's go down. Megatron was too soft in the movies, and Optimus, ironically, was too hard, possibly. Seriously, in Dark of the Moon, yeah, he was pretty hard in Dark of the Moon. I like the color scheme of Scriptface. I would have to make a camera. It'd be interesting to see that camera. What?
Did you miss my comment?
I missed your comment?
Yeah, right. I said I asked you to put it in the oven, and you said no.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yeah, she said, can we put it in the oven? I was like, no, we can't put a cardboard box containing an item in the oven. No, we can't do it. Well, we could, but we shouldn't, and I don't think Dragonfly would be happy if we did that. So, okay, we're going to run through the news notes because this has been a visit tonight is really all this has been. But, hey, we got things here to cover. Might as well do it. First things first, Studio Series Devastator, a different alt mode has been shown for him where you kind of mush things a little bit to get him on all fours with the face facing forward. The thing is, apparently, that unofficial kind of conversion is doable, but there are weight risks on the armatures of Overload, and apparently there's weight risks on the claws of someone else. So you can do it, but it's iffy. If you're gonna do it, if you're in for Studio Series Devastator, you want him to be able to pose on all fours with his face forward. TFW kind of has like a bunch of pictures of it that shows you the configuration to get him in. I would put him in that configuration and leave him. I like him up on two legs, but that's just me. What do I know? But it is possible. We also saw this week that John Barber showed, he done a little video where he talks about Transformers versus Terminator. I'm not going to lie, like, I'm not a huge fan of IDW or the way they tell stories. It was a 4-minute video and I couldn't get through it. He's so boring. So boring. If you're an IDW fan, great. Maybe get behind that. It's not for me, man. It's just not for me. Maketoys. Maketoys. Who knew that they were even still around? I certainly didn't. But they showed up and they're doing a premium limited edition downbeat. That's their jazz, which I find very interesting that they announced that they're doing that just after Fans Toys shows up. They're pretty much perfect looking jazz. If you missed downbeat the first time around, this one might be up your alley. It's fantastic, no doubt about it. The Seeker 2-pack. I hate to admit that Starscream wife was right, but she was. It was not the Coneheads like I had figured, hoped. It is Skywarp and Thundercracker, and they're painted super duper accurate. I detest the head sculpt on Skywarp because it's that screaming face, the one that everybody saw on a Starscream body and figured it would be like a coronation Starscream. It's the head that's used on Skywarp. Skywarp is painted perfectly. Thundercracker is painted perfectly. I don't really like the mold. It's not for me. I don't like the Earthrise Seeker mold. No waist. Paint scrapes off the chest pretty easily. No wrist. I don't know. Like, if you're in for that mold, cool. I like the Siege ones better. If you like those ones, then be happy. You can get all three. In the US, they're going to be Target exclusive. In Canada, they're going to be a Toys R Us exclusive. Will I review it if I get the opportunity? But don't expect it to be the most favorable thing. I guess we'll see. But I will say this. The colors on Skywarp are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We also found out that we're getting, finally, as we should have got a long time ago, a 2-pack of these guys. These, of course, are Pounce and Wingspan. They're the Decepticon clones. These ones, thanks to Event Progenitor, actually have some Toy Hacks labels on them, and I haven't looked at those Toy Hacks labels. There's not a lot used on them, but a few. I'm thinking that I'm going to look at both of these guys together in reference to that set because I'm not getting that set. I will say this. That set is the coloration of the Japanese Legends set. This is not. And these did not come together. I am hoping, just like I'm sure some of you are hoping, that if the Decepticon ones have come out, the Autobot ones will as well. I don't know what the price is going to be, but I can tell you this. In Canada, those two were overpriced at $34.99. That was too much. It's not what I paid for them. The two of them together should be a deluxe price. Two Legends class offerings should be a deluxe price. They should be $29.99 Canadian. They should be $19.99 US. Anything more than that is too much. They're beautiful, but I mean, they're not that special. Don't overpay for them. Absolutely don't. Banana Force showed off their more images of their Black Fire Convoy. Looks beautiful. I said last week that I adored the Fire Convoy. Body model, I guess. Cang Toys showed off their Tantrum. It's an MP scaled version of their second member of Predaking. Very stylized, very articulated. If you're in for a stylized Predaking, this one is looking promising. At least the individual robot modes are. It'll be interesting to see the combined mode in the end. They are fairly pricey from what I've seen, but they're also MP scaled. And if you compare to the prices of MPs, they're actually very affordable. So it depends on what it is you're into. If you are in the MP line, you're going to say, wow, these are a real deal. If you're into more the main line, you're going to say, it's expensive Predaking. So it's all a matter of perspective, but they look impressive. What Cang is doing looks impressive. We also saw this weird, it was from Hasbro China. We saw this weird sky camo version of Blackout. Now, it was rumored a long time ago, but now they actually showed it in both modes. And don't get me wrong, like the amount of paint that's on that is mind-boggling. It looks really cool. Starscream Wife liked the look of it. And the camo is supposed to be like clouds and the sky. It's like Starscream Wife said, how does that camo work if the sky is just a clear blue sky or if it's a gray overcast sky? I don't know, but like it looks really cool. It's weird, man. If you're not into camo, it's not gonna be for you. Like I got the regular Blackout. I prefer that, but if you're in for the camo, it's really cool looking. I think it's a China exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. We saw more images for the Netflix War for Cybertron trilogy offerings, especially the Mirage and the Hound. I kind of like the Hound better than the regular one, oddly. I don't know why, but I'm not in for those. Whatever. If you are, cool. Some people have said they're in for Mirage because he looks totally different and could be revisioned as a completely different character. Kind of like Jason implied with Scrapeface earlier. I think it was Jason who implied that about Scrapeface. As I go down here, let's see. What else do we have? Skylinks we've already talked about. I'm smitten. I'm blown away. Hasbro China. Speaking of Hasbro China, they also put out this teaser image saying that next week there's going to be a new announcement of another movie masterpiece offering. I have no idea who this is. It'll be very interesting to see what comes out of there. I would like for it to actually be somebody completely kind of off the wall that you wouldn't expect. Do like Hound as an MP, or do Drift as an MP, or I don't know, probably be Hot Rod or something like that. Interesting that's coming out of Hasbro China. I'll be interested to see what it is. I don't know if you guys, Ratchet. Jason saying could be Ratchet. Could be Ratchet. That would actually make sense because we've heard that Ratchet is up and coming. So Jason's probably right, to be honest with you. What else do we have here? Oh, it was also shown this week by Jada Toys. They showed off their 4-inch metal figs, super deformed Optimus Prime. His eyes light up with LEDs. Looks cool, but I mean, it's a little super deformed Optimus statue. If you're in for that, cool. I don't know. It's neat. I want to give a big shout out and an applause to TF Nation. TF Nation actually have a downloadable coloring and activity book because they're trying to help provide content for families that are at home, for things for people to do, young and old. I also want to give a shout out to a thread. I think it was Nevermore who did this, and it's a ton of information, a ton of work. If you haven't read it yet, go to TFW, find the article that says 1995 introduction of waves, and if you go down in the comments section, I'll say, and the discussion board, there's like a 10-chapter coverage of a lot of the business ins and outs. It's dry if you're not into the business aspects of it, but if you are, it's a very, very informative, well-researched read. Absolutely 100% worth checking out. Now, a couple of last things there to talk about. I'm just going to check in with you guys because I know you were talking while I was running through that, and I want to save the last couple of things there for the very end. Let's see as we go up here. Scrape Face's Shattered Glass Perceptor. That would be weird. I could see it, but that would be weird. Something really silly I saw earlier. Someone tried arguing that Jazz wasn't a major character in Generation. Listen, man, people have been arguing with me all week. Look, this week I had somebody tell me I wasn't a human being, and you don't even want to know what followed after that. A lot of people already know. It was pretty distasteful. But now we should be helping each other out, man. Walmart is sold out of the pre-orders of what? You're saying Walmart is sold out. Walmart in Canada hasn't even had them go up. So there you go. They showed up in some of the stores here, but they haven't first nor last been up on walmart.ca. I want that downbeat. Yeah, I can see wanting the downbeat. He's pretty excellent, Jason. Why would you do that? It's overkill. I would cry. Look like 6+ months. What? Oh, I know what Dragonfly's talking about there. Yeah, absolutely. He would cry too. I'm going to get them just because I have Starscream. I have Starscream too, but I don't think I'm going to be keeping it. You missed my question on 3P Shockwave figure turning into Galvatron ship. I think company is... Yeah, I did miss your question, David, about the Lemon Tree Shockwave. I've already talked about him twice before here on the show. It's interesting. I would like to have the Nemesis ship. I don't really need it to turn into Shockwave. It's different. It's definitely workable, and it will appeal to big-time Shockwave fans. That's what I would say about that. Going down. Hey, Mike, happy to see you in here. You and I have started chit-chatting nice, but I'm glad that you were able to make it to one of the live shows. I agree. Siege are awesome. I'll pass on the Seekers. Wait for the cone heads. That's what I'm doing. I'll get it for the cone heads. Easy cash grab. Yeah, they are easy cash grab. I agree. MWG. I'm looking forward to Pounce Wingspan. We'll pick them up for sure. Look, I have both of them. Like, I think I'm going to kind of review them and sort of show off the few Toy Hacks labels that are on them. And kind of give an overview of both of them together. But I'm going to tell you now, Matthew, get them. They're great. They're fun. They're simple, but they're fun. Sam, there's exactly one thing I've liked from what I've seen of the Terminator crossover, the design of the Seekers turning into... I know nothing about it, Sam. I know zero about it. If you've seen something you like, cool. I don't know the comics. I'm not even... I've tried too many times in the past with that company. I don't like what they do, and now it would just be torturing myself to try again. Like, the definition of insanity is by doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's what it is. We will definitely get the Coneheads. Well, it's already been confirmed that we're getting Thrust. So, and the other two have been on Skyling's packaging. So, Jason, I'd say you're absolutely right. I can't wait for the Clone 2-pack. Hope we get the Autobots as well. I hope you do too. I have both of those as well, but I hope that they do the Autobots would only be fair. Seekers always struck me as a sellout by Hasbro. Of course it is a sellout, Ben. You're right. Or do you go by Benjamin? Backup copies of the clones will be nice. Kind of scared to play with Pounce and Fastlane since they came from those box sets. Yeah, I get what you're saying, MWG. Mine have never... I don't have any harm with either of them, but I get exactly what you're saying. It's nice to have that option. Good point. So if you did break one of these, you would just replace with that. I would too. Wow, MWG, that was really insightful. I never even thought of that. Bye. Rack and Ruin. Man, if I could find Rack and Ruin, I absolutely want him. 100%. He's not around here, but I absolutely want him, Ninja Bill. I don't like the purple on the shoulders, but the purple on the shoulders and the guns of Skywarp is animation accurate. That's why it's there. Too much purple. No, I can't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all, Snoke. No, I like 100% animation accuracy. In fact, I took my Siege Skywarp and I painted the shoulders and his blasters purple specifically to make sure it was animation accurate. So to each their own. What? Too much purple. They go in and out of purple to black in the cartoon, but black is the best to me. It's best to you, great, but I don't ever remember them being black in the cartoon, ever. As a matter of fact, even the purple I used is a dark purple. They're more of like a lilac lavender, if I'm really honest about it. The Predaking has 6. There's a gorilla in that Predacon. What? I don't even know what one you got ordered, Jason. It's not the POTP if you got a 6th gorilla in there. I'd like to know what one you got, but you're right about Ratchet going down. Oh, it's a navy camo, Dennis. Shows what I know. It's a weird camo. I don't know what it was supposed to hide. It doesn't look, it's not going to work. It's not, I'm just saying. It was, what? It was from, it could be, I guess it'll work if he flies over the ocean. Yeah, I guess. I would love an MP drift triple changer. Whoa. I can't even imagine how fiddly and complicated that transformation would be, Jason, for a triple changer. I shudder to think about it. But I'd like to see it. Cyberverse Adventures Episode 4 from Season 3 also came out. It did also come out this week. If you haven't been checking out Season 3 of Cyberverse, do yourself a favor, check it out. Fall of Cybertron is no longer downloadable for PS3, or multiplayer is gone too. Yeah, so is Revenge of the Fallen, I think. And I didn't think that it was done for PS3 Event Progenitor. I thought that PS3 was still up. I thought PS4 and Xbox One versions were what was taken down, but I'm sure it's all going to come down soon enough. Okay, I missed previous videos. Yeah, you did, but I did talk about it, David, before. It's very interesting, and I applaud Lemon Tree for trying something different. I saw Conehead Tetrajets in the Bumblebee movie. Yes, and one of the companies is doing a green version. Some people are calling it acid storm. It looks like the cone is behind his head, though. What do I know? I would love a Rack and Ruin. Ben, okay, Ben, thanks for asking. Yeah, absolutely. Same person who subbed 2 weeks ago. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you're being part of our community actively. And honestly, the live show, I've been trying to shorten it, but sometimes you guys have a lot to say, and I don't want to go away while you have a lot to say. Third-party stylized Predaking. What third-party, Jason? What third-party Predaking is this? I don't know what one you're talking about. Tell me what it is. Who makes it? What's the name of it, dude? I need it because there's a billion third-party Predakings. One with a dragon? I can't think of one with a dragon. I'm just curious which one it is. Love long live streams. I don't. I got supper to eat, man. Okay. Secondary market Siege Skywarp price went way up. Yeah, for a lot of people who missed out on Siege Skywarp, I can really see those people opting for the Earthrise because I think both Thundercracker and Skywarp will be easier to get. I hope so. John, time for dinner. Have a good night. Yeah, take care, John. The one you were talking about earlier. The one I was talking about earlier was the Power of the Primes. The Power of the Primes does not have a 6th Dragon member. No, the Power of the Primes does not have a 6th Dragon member. Now, if you're referring to the Cang toys, I don't know if there's a 6th Dragon member. If that's the one that you're referring to, then you're probably right. I don't know. You know more about that than me. I defer to you, Jason, if that's the set you're talking about, buddy. I miss Siege Skywarp, sadly. See, Boots Guardian miss Siege Skywarp. I can totally see him going for the Earthrise 100%. Dude, I ain't breaking no 2 hours ever. I don't even want to be on here 2 hours. That's nuts. Okay, so the last couple of things very quickly. Hallmark, they showed off their 2020 Keepsake Transformers Ornament for the Year. I get these every year, and we have the main ones done because we have Optimus, Grimlock, and Bumblebee. And on the flip side, we have Megatron and Soundwave and Starscream. I really thought it was going to be Shockwave this time. It's not. It's going to be Jazz, and it looks beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. I guess we know where the Christmas stop motion will come from this year. Yay, Jazz. Excellent. I think it's fantastic. A must-have for me. What else do we have here as we go down pretty quickly here at the end? Okay, so then this brings us to the last thing tonight. And the last thing is the Red G1, Transformer Generations Red G1 listings on Walmart. Now, apparently they're, I guess, on Walmart.com, I guess. And immediately some people speculated that, oh, red, it's Red Alert. No, I don't. It's not Red Alert because it's Megatron and Soundwave. Some people said, oh, does this mean that we're going to get a G1 Megatron back on, like, you know, I'll say North American, even though the article said US. There's more in North America than the US, but on North American shelves,
that's a whole other live show.
yeah, it's a whole other live show. I don't think for a second that it's going to be a G1 Megatron and a G1 Soundwave. We just got a G1 Soundwave reissue. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Siege Soundwave and probably the Earthrise Megatron, colored explicitly in G1 colors. Very much so. Much like the cell shading was done, I think these will be excessively G1 toy colors, not animation colors, toy colors. I think the red stands for Redeco, but perhaps there's another option. I think it would be super cool if what it actually was an all red Soundwave, an all red Megatron. They would probably do a few more that are all red because they have the hate plague as seen in season 3. Now, granted, that wouldn't really match for a Megatron, but I think it's a cool concept all the same. But that's just me. So let me check in with you guys. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's a cool concept or do you think it's not a cool concept? Going down here. Yeah, the Cang Toys one. Oh, okay. Has a gorilla. Thank you, Jason. I did not know that. Okay, so Jason just told us that the Cang Toys Predaking has a 6th member that's a gorilla. Very, very interesting. I don't know where he will fit in, but the more I see that Cang Toys one, the more interested I become. POTP, totally not Combiner Wars 2. Yeah, okay. My first TF was MP Skywarp. He had black shoulders and guns, but that's MP. Your first TF was an MP Seeker? I feel bad for you because that's not a good mold. Just saying. Even though I miss Siege, I will not get Earthrise. I don't think that mold will. Oh, it's not going to last. The chest is going to break on it 100%, and the hollow biceps, I'm waiting for them to snap. Like in turning his arm at the bicep swivel, like the plastic there flexes. At least on my Starscream, it flexes. I don't like turning it. We will never get. No, that's right. You're right. We're not going to get the G1 Megatron at retail. Jason's 100% right. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look at his comments, guys. Yeah, Hate Plague. I think that'd be excellent. Right? Different ideas. Something that we haven't had before. TF Fangeek, glad you dropped by. Hate Plague versions would be nice. Alternative to Golden Lagoon repaints. Absolutely. The gorilla will be the lower torso, sort of like Devastator Combiner. Really? Very interesting, Jason. I didn't read that or see that. I'd like to see more of that. That's very interesting. Okay, ladies, gents, it's an hour and 17 minutes. We've been on here a long time, man. Worst Prime. What? Flexistris Prime? What? I don't even know what one that is.
Flexitronus Prime.
I don't know what one that is. I thought it was Fatimus Prime. Just saying. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you coming by. I got to go eat my supper, man. It's been a blast. I hope you guys are being safe. Hope you guys are being smart. I hope you guys are making good choices. I am trying to steadily work on episode 8 of Universal Collision. A good friend of many on here, Input, will be making his character debut as Double Dealer in that. What can I say? I appreciate you coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time. It is more appreciated than you can ever know, especially now. Thanks. Thank you so very much. Make good choices for yourself, for your family, for your community around you, for the world. What else can I say? Please, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, there's a donate link down in the description. Somehow, some way, each and every single solitary day, you do make a difference. You're a global world citizen. You do make a difference. And I look forward, man, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or the old-fashioned way, baby, right here next week, in the live streams, by the way, but the old-fashioned way tomorrow, because we have one coming up tomorrow, inside the videos. Take care, folks.